So it sounds, yeah. Actually, you're on now.
Okay, cool. Would you like to introduce yourself now?
Yes. My name is Chiara Tirabasso. I come from Italy. I am a Larper and a Larp designer, and I've been so since 1999. It's a long time, and it's my favorite thing in life, actually. And that's why I traveled to Denmark, and I'm here right now.
And I'm Sebastian. I am also a LARP designer, and I've also been doing LARP since 1999, which is quite a coincidence.
That's weird.
That is weird, since you're maximum 20 years old.
Yeah, of course. I'll pay you later.
Oh, thank you, love. We're here in Denmark at Sunfall, the post-apocalyptic LARP, and we have to talk about post-apocalyptic LARP and breaking down cultural borders. So please tell me, why are you here in Denmark now?
I'm here to play this LARP that he designed, and it is awesome. And it's a post-apocalyptic LARP. It's a very open world when you can design your own group, your own concept, characters, and bring your game and add your ideas to the general ideas and to what the other people came up with. And this is very interesting, both as a LARPer in general and especially as a foreign LARPer, because you get to know how people LARP abroad, what kind of difference there are between gaming styles or preferences. And
May I ask you?
Yes.
When you design Black Friday in
Yes.
Italy, yeah. How do you design? How is it different from Sunfall here?
Sunfall is a very, as I said, open game. You come, you bring your concepts, and you play along with others. There is no a scripted story. You go with the flow and you naturally react to what's happening, but you don't see the hands of the organizers managing stuff behind the scenes. Black Friday is a completely different game. It's a very scripted game. You get a written character beforehand. You decide which group you're going to play, and it's all about secrecy because it's a thriller, a modern thriller, and so nobody knows anything about the other characters, and you discover what the story is and what the characters are about during the game.
During the game, okay. So where we are an open sandbox, where we
Yes.
actually just like make the frames, then let the participators bring the toys, you actually make the toys within the game and the setting you are framing.
Exactly.
Okay, that's nice. That's really
So-
nice.
Characters still have agency during the game, but it's more like living a movie, if you know what I mean. You can still decide a lot of stuff, but it's not completely free.
Yeah.
Here, as you said, is a sandbox, so we have the sand and we play with it and we love it.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. The only toy we bring is like one big black pyramid.
Exactly.
And a lot of other toys, of course, but that is behind the scene toys like dystopic festivals, dystopic happenings and such things, where I think the interesting thing is that even though we have the same like genre, we have the post-apocalyptic genre, we have different game design types, we game design in different ways, different schools, but we can still play together.
Exactly.
You people come from Italy, all the way from Italy. You fly in here, rent cars, and then you go to our lab way on the countryside, way out of anything. And you can still participate, you can still understand the concept, because the core concept of lab is still the same. And I love that. Which brings me to like cultural borders, because Sunfall is a really international lab. We have a lot of people. We have people from United States, Japan, Italy,
Yeah.
beautiful people from Italy. Germany, of course, because we have our main partner, Lost Ideas Germany, in Germany, based in Berlin. How do you like interact? Do you feel cultural borders when you interact with other players, or is it just like one big love for you? How?
It's a little bit of both. It's basically it's just one big LARP. We are all in this together. You don't sense the cultural borders while you game. You can you hear the accent and you try to guess where these people come from, what kind of game do they usually play. Usually you ask afterwards. There is a huge after party, and then you socialize with the players. But when you are in the game, you just interact with the characters, and what you feel is the richness of the setting, that it's enriched by the presence of people coming from different styles, different genres. You don't perceive the borders. You just perceive what they brought.
What they bring into the game.
What they bring into the game, yes.
Okay, that is really nice. I think that is a common thing about Larp in general.
In general, yes.
That we're really good to interact on a common set of rules, of a common game, that we all have like a common understanding of how is this supposed to play. And I think this is so enormously epic, actually, that we have this possibility to meet so many different people.
Yeah.
Don't you think? So many different people, and still have a fun opportunity, have a fun experience together.
It is.
Sunfall is not extraordinary in that way. I think that is Larp in general. But I think Sunfall is extraordinary because we are post-apocalyptic, and post-apocalyptic is like a niche genre.
Exactly.
But we are really good in this particular niche genre. We're really good at reaching out to each other on the international scene, right?
Yeah.
Like, I have never participated in any other genre than fantasy, of course, because that's the broad genre for Larp, which brought together so many international people like post-apocalyptic do. Why do you think that is? Do you agree with me?
I do agree. And I'd say that Larp in general, it's like, have you ever heard that musicians, they can talk to each other even if they don't speak the language, because music is a language. So when they meet each other, they play together, and it's like they are long-standing friends, long-time friends, and they just even met. With Larp, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. And
when you do stuff that people really understand, like post-apocalyptic, I think fantasy is quite the same. It's a huge container for lots of ideas, but the genre is there and everybody gets it. It's easy. It's an easy music to play.
Yeah.
All right, and everybody knows it, and it's like jamming. When you come to a post-apocalyptic game, everybody plays his tune, but you don't know how. It comes together and it sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I agree with you. It's an easy, adaptable genre to play within because there are not so many rules, there are not so much lore. It's just the world gone bad. Yeah, we kind of know that. We can play within this, and we can play together. I think you might be right in that.
And also on a psychological level, it's a rich game in itself because you have everything. You have people that live in a post-apocalyptic world. They are survivors, so they have a lot of pain. You can play along with a lot of painful stories that you can share with others, and you can connect with others. But you also have a strength inside yourself and the will to go on and to live this life at its fullness.
Yeah, it is
okay,
fullness.
to also party, have fun, meet new people, because you don't know what's happening tomorrow, if you will you still be here or not.
It might be your last day, yeah, so
exactly.
Sure.
So every day counts, and it's beautiful because that's what Larp is. In 3 days, you concentrate the whole life of a fictional person that is you, and you feel the real emotions. So that's why it's beautiful, and it works perfectly.
I'm glad. So I talked to some of your other guys here earlier, and they talked about that in Italy, Black Friday, you don't build buildings like we do.
No, actually we rent buildings and locations and other things. But there are groups, other associations and groups in Italy that do build stuff, but it's kind of difficult because of bureaucracy, and they're very strict about building stuff, and so it's easier to rent buildings and just bring furnitures and props and whatever.
Yeah, okay. But do you like our concept about like building up camps?
I love it. For us, of course, coming from Italy and by plane, it was kind of difficult to bring a lot of stuff. So we try to concentrate on costumes and props and weapons. But the stuff that the guys did here was amazing. There is a lot of beautiful building that they created. There is a pub that it looks absolutely the spill. It's awesome. It looks absolutely real. You can see how much work and passion has been.
Much work, passion, energy, money.
Money also, yes.
Like it's low practical, but these people actually put their own money into creating an experience for the players. I think that is one of the beautiful things about Larp in general. It can be sci-fi, it could be post-apocalyptic fantasy, whatever. People actually put a lot of energy into building an experience for others.
Yes.
Tell me, are you happy about being here?
I'm really happy about being here. Yes, I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun, and it's not just playing along with a lot of people. There are very cool events that are going on. In like half an hour, there's going to be a rock concert that I don't want to miss, and it's going to be so much fun. We had a beautiful ritual this afternoon. It was. It was a really spiritual moment and worked perfectly. So I like everything. I like the concept. I like the freedom, the agency that you have as a player in the game. I like all the cool ideas that I saw. Every time that you meet another character, you get to know a whole story, a whole concept, a new group, and if they invite you in, you can see their camp. And as you said, there is a lot of beautiful stuff that they brought, so it's amazing, and I'm having so much fun. And we are actually 12 people coming from Italy, and I'm the only one going with an interview because the others are playing, so I guess that's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
Yes, it
that
is.
You were the only one we could drag out for an interview.
Yeah.
Because they're having so much fun, I hope.
No, because I believe in international cooperation. That's the thing.
That's good. And that's actually one thing I want to talk to you about, because Sunfall is part of the group called Lost Ideas. We do the Larp called Fate in Germany, based in Malvinkel, and we do this Sunfall here in Denmark, in Køge. And we are working really intense on bringing down borders between Larpers. How can we make it easier? How can we make the cultural differences work better together? Not remove them, because they're there. We cannot remove cultural differences. They're there. But how can we make them work together instead of working against each other? Is that something that you think about? You say you're an international Larper. So do you work with this? Do you think that it is important?
It is important, as you said. I don't think that we should cherish the cultural differences and embrace them. That's why it's important to go and Larp abroad as a player and as a Larp designer. Every time that I go and play something that an international Larp designer wrote or did, I'm intrigued, because we have a different story, we have a different background, and I'm surprised by how many cool ideas there are in Europe and probably all around the world that I'm not aware of.
Exactly.
So, it's important because you can get those ideas and tell other people about your ideas and get all the Larps better by sharing your experiences and your concepts, what worked for you, what didn't.
Yeah.
This as a designer, this is interesting as a designer. As a Larper, of course it's cool because you get to know a lot of amazing people, and as I said, it's like you know each other already when you go abroad and Larp. You make friends so quickly, and it's beautiful.
It's an open community that we have.
It is an open community, and it has been fast, right? Because in 2013 I was almost not aware that there were Larps abroad. Well, of course I knew, but I didn't know anything.
You didn't participate in a communication-wise or actually physical participation. You and I, we met in Poland at a Larp designer conference, actually. And we just talked about the possibility of me going to Italy and you going to Denmark, and we made it happen.
Yeah.
And that is so beautiful. And actually it happened so fast. I think that's like 5-6 months ago that we
Yes,
met actually.
exactly. Yes.
And I couldn't get her beautiful face out of my head though.
Oh, thanks.
And it is so crazy important that we work fastly together. I think don't have the idea and don't move on it. It's a stillstand. It's a death sentence for the community. We have to move. We have to work. We have to do something together internationally, because we will only strengthen the community together by working together.
It is beautiful that you work with also in Germany. So, as I said, we're going very fast, and I think we should fasten up.
We should go
more faster. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that what you're doing, it's the next level, organizing stuff together.
That is the next level, but you cannot do the next level alone.
No.
You guys have to participate too.
We will. Actually, we talked about it. We talked, yes, we knew that you also have a cooperation and a Larp in Germany. We said it could be cool if we could do something like this also in Italy, in the same setting, sharing the same story, sharing the same ideas, the same concept, because it is doable and it should be done.
Should be done. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a wonderful idea to work together, bringing down cultural borders, bringing the Larp scene together, and having more people having more fun.
Exactly.
Thank you, my love.
Thank
you
you
for participating. And thank you for you guys too, for listening to us ramble.
Exactly. So.
Did you like it?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bravissimo.
Bravissimo. No, thanks. I'm not really comfortable in